So lately, DJ Academics has had some very serious accusations against him, and his enemies, namely Hassan Campbell and Freddy Gibbs, have greatly enjoyed his possible downfall. But in his last video, he showed text receipts that proves that this young lady is lying. He furthermore proves it in his video, as he says the police has vindicated him and everybody involved of all charges. But this was what everybody had to say. Let's start with Hassan Campbell.
I don't care who you are. No means no. And I'm not like the rest of these cats, right? That'll sit up there. Yo, turn that dryer off. I'm not like the rest of these cats that when I see my mans in some hot water, I'm gonna act like I don't see the topic that's going on. I hate with a passion the R. Kellys of the world. With a passion. I hate plain and simple. I hate a rapist with a passion. Now, before I start this live, I'm gonna make this shit clear. I'm not saying that Akademiks is guilty, but I'm saying something just ain't right.
Now that was Hassan Campbell. Now let's go to Freddy Gibbs' celebration of hearing this news about Akademiks.
Now, Freddy Gibbs, who Akademiks has violated so many times in the past, even going as far as interviewing his baby mama and offering her money for the rights to name their baby. Now, even though Freddy Gibbs has gone through his own situation where he was accused of and he had to go to court overseas for it, he's not being as graceful. He tweeted Akademiks last night saying, "Akademiks quiet as a church mouse today. Happy New Year, you rapist." She continues saying, "I'm gonna come to court and slap you." Somebody responded back to Freddy Gibbs saying, "Yo, I can't wait when I come back on this app." Freddy Gibbs responded back saying, "You can't come back from grape."
Paying $10,000 to try to name Gibbs, baby. That's I see kind of why Gibbs got some hate for you. But let's get to his response about Hassan Campbell first.
Somebody said address Freddie Gibbs and Hassan Campbell. You know, with all due respect to Hassan Campbell is going through extreme trauma basically because he was molested. I get that. And of course, everything he's going to ever talk about is because he was in a situation with an abusive person that consistently for years and years that he was around. You know, I get why he's going to have the demeanor and disposition among that. I'm not here to discuss his trauma, nor I'm here to make him feel okay because of his trauma. He got to deal with his trauma on his own. I'm here to speak about facts that had to do with me. Okay? So whether what he thinks, don't focus on... Listen, here's the thing. I don't know about his situation. My situation went to the police and they cleared it. If you never went to the police, because by the way, I support snitching on somebody who allegedly took advantage of you, I support snitching on that, okay? So I got no problem with the police being involved in that. If he ain't go to the police about Bambada taking whatever advantage of him, that's on him. Please don't bring your trauma onto my situation or bring trauma onto anything to do with me. Deal with your own situations because anything you got to deal with mine, I'm going to go tell you that what the police and what I've helped the police try to uncover because I'm not here hiding from a mom thing, okay? Bambada not trying to listen to you. He ain't responding to you. He ain't making a video to you. He not about to go to the police for you. He ain't submit his phone for surveillance tape. None of that for you. I did that for a situation that I just happened in my crib. I did all that. And the police came out and said, ain't nothing happened. If that do that for you, go. If that still breathing and whatever the case is and you ain't go to the cops, you got two choices. If that dead, go to the cops. Me, I'm a law-abiding citizen. Anybody around me going to be a law-abiding citizen. Go to the police. I'm going to help the police. I'm not anti-police. So I got nothing to go back and forth with me and Hassan Campbell. Again, we work with the police. We don't like nothing that got to do with sexual assault, none of that. We help the police. If you have some type of disagreement, that's on you. But the police have made their they've made their claim, they've seen all the evidence. In your situation, did you go to the police? If you ain't go to the police because you a gangster, if you that is still alive, is he breathing? The situation went online and start being a war for words, and then people are saying, why don't y'all go to the cops? This situation that I mentioned went to the cops over a year and a half ago. It went to the cops. Me and my lawyer were openly cooperative because we are, by the way, some serious allegations. I don't care who's involved. I don't want weird happening around me. We helped the police. Whatever you need. You want a phone? You want passcodes? Let's decrypt our DVR. You should see all the footage. There is nothing they did not see. You know what the result of that investigation was? By the way, here's another thing that I keep saying is different from the Cosnet thing. That was officially ruled by the DA and the police that there is nothing there. So I see a lot of people go, you're going to be in jail. There ain't no charges. There won't be no charges. And I'm speaking as a who, like, there's documentation to say, hey, we looked at everything. Everybody's cleared. Not only for me, for everybody involved.
So he's addressed that he's been cleared of charges and there won't be any charges, because he's cooperated with the police and they looked at this case and there's nothing there. So this woman is just online, still running with this lie, trying to rustle up public opinion. And I keep saying there needs to be consequences for women that do this. At the very least, it should be the same consequences or jail time that Akademiks was looking at. But moving on. He addressed Hassan Campbell and the confusion of why all these years Hassan has never approached the police about this situation to try to lock African Bambaataa up or prosecute him in any type of way. Matter of fact, he's seen as a grown man taking pictures with the guy. And it's like, why you keep blaming everybody for what you went through if you never tried to take the steps to hold this man accountable for what he did allegedly to you and whoever else. And not to mention Hassan Campbell and Akademiks have worked together on interviews or podcasts or whatever before. So you got his number. Like, you could have called him and asked him directly, did he do these things? But you didn't, because Hassan is concerned more about the clicks than anything else. But now let's get to him addressing Freddy Gibbs.
There's been numerous individuals who probably have felt certain ways about me over the years that they could never come at me themselves. They're going to latch on to any false narrative. They've been waiting. They've tried before. Maybe their career wasn't doing that good. They had to do some bunny hopping for billionaires, had to sell their houses, their music career. They got dropped from their labels. They might have something thinking that I was one of the reasons why their situation went down. They have a reason to not like me. I get it. Maybe I clowned them about them getting beat up twice, getting jumped, ran out a BBQ spot, your girl getting piped out, or your baby mama actually, while your baby's in the gut, getting on camera, maybe on the fan bus. I don't know. Maybe I was going to put up a $10,000 bounty to name your kid. I don't know. These are people who you're going to see the loudest in trying to spread lies against me.
Gotta say, a little bit understandable. 10,000 to try to name his kid after dragging, and I didn't know all this, but after you go that hard on people, Akademiks, you got to know that's coming back to you, bro. That same energy that you put out there and that same vigor that you go after people, they are going to want that same blood as they come for you or they see you having problems, this, that, and another. That being said, Gibbs, once again, like I said in the video before, bro, you brought that on yourself. You tried to wife up a porn star, and you knew what she was. You should have left her in the streets. You didn't. You played the lovey-dovey game with her, and then when it crumbled, like we all knew that it would, you got mad at the internet for interneting that easy of a layup of a situation. I mean, that was alley-oop, Gibbs. So I get that you and Akademiks have some words, but, you kind of got to expect that given the situation. But I'm just going to say, like I said to Akademiks, man, in the last video, you cannot, even though this so far has worked out in your situation, in your favor, it seems to be more little allegations coming here and there that you may have to get through. And I'm just going to say, going forth, you cannot continue to put yourself in the midst of the debauchery. You can't be the center of it all. You can't be the, oh, let's come and party at my mansion guy, because even though you got people signing NDAs and you're trying to watch this and watch that and this, that, and other, you can't police it all. And when stuff is going down in your home around you, even though you may be sleeping in the other room, you're going to be the name that is going to be blamed for the whole game that is to be taking place at your residence. So it would be best to be like, no more parties at my residence. I know that doesn't seem as fun as what we would like to hear when you like, a young black man getting money out here and partying. But sometimes it got to be that. Sometimes you got to be stingy with your company, with your energy. Sometimes you got to be stingy with giving your space and your time and your effort to certain people who don't care about you. Because I'm telling you, when they don't have nothing to lose, they will latch on you. And I ain't got to tell you this because you the one with the money. I'm just a broke dude commenting on it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sure you're learning this lesson as you go along. And I just hope it's not a lesson that we all have to learn as we can watch these things unfold. But I am going to continue to try to be a voice, as I know Akademiks would try to continue to be a voice, as I know many other voices on the internet would try to continue to be a voice to remind us all to put ourselves in good positions, in better positions. Matter of fact, to put ourselves in godly positions and shift away from all this type of stuff, right? Because if we did that, we would. I ain't gonna say we would be out of target's range, but we would remove ourselves from a lot of the stuff that we find ourselves in the midst of. But this is your boy P. Cam. Let me know what you think, what you don't think. Get at your boy.